Welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole. Salute to all the Matrix University subscribers tuning in. You are always appreciated. In this video, we are going to discuss the Animatrix episode titled Beyond. As usual, this breakdown will be full of spoilers, and if this is your first time down here, or you just want to know every detail of the Matrix universe, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any future yellow-pilled content. Beyond is the 7th episode featured in the Animatrix. It was written and directed by Koji Morimoto, who has a previous animation supervisor credit on the classic anime film Akira. Morimoto was the first director contacted to make an Animatrix short film, and wrote his own original script. At the same time, his film took over 2 years to produce, which was the most time spent on a single episode. Multiple scripts were rejected, and each time, he would start the project over from scratch. Morimoto then pitched the concept of a character who enjoys playing inside the Matrix without pursuing the hard truth behind it. The Wachowskis approved the idea, under the condition that the character remain happy inside the Matrix and not be awakened to the real world. What I like most about this episode is that the way Morimoto approached the story was to bend the rules by setting the stage as an elaborate glitch in the Matrix. The story starts with the main character Yoko looking for her lost cat in a Japanese neighborhood. The city's design was based from the real-life surrounding area where the studio is located in Japan. The music playing at the street crossing is an old Japanese folk song titled Torianse, which was implemented to help sight-impaired people cross the street. It was difficult for the sound crew to find an intersection that still played the song, but Morimoto required that song specifically because there is a metaphor in a verse, as in the episode, that he who can pass the spot is someone special, a chosen one. Morimoto also photographed a reference model for the episode in order to see how a girl would react to different situations in real life. In Beyond, the main character Yoko runs into some neighborhood kids who claim that her cat wandered over into the haunted house. This lightly plays on 2 glitch in the Matrix references, the first being Trinity referring to the deja vu cat in the original Matrix film as a glitch in the Matrix. The second is the Oracle's explanation for ghosts and other things supernatural all being exile or corrupt programs in the Matrix Reloaded. One of the kids brags that they're not supposed to go there, but that they don't really care about the rules. Yoko says she will follow them, and another one of the kids asks if they are sure it is okay to show Yoko the haunted house in the background. Through the entire episode, we can see that the system is aware of an error, but it isn't until the children enter the haunted house area with Yoko that the cleanup crew is rolled out. When Yoko enters the area, the first glitch she encounters is a floating can. Then she looks up to see a dog that appears to have some sort of visual or RSI glitch altering its appearance. Next, she looks up to see a broken light socket flickering into a functional light bulb. Looking for the children, Yoko makes her way inside and walks under a random patch of rain under a sunny hole in the ceiling with no clouds. As she goes deeper into the haunted house, calling for her cat named Yuki, she finds herself in a hallway that suddenly turns into a wind tunnel, hurling newspapers at her and knocking her to the floor. The boys inside are having fun, repeatedly breaking a glass bottle that automatically reassembles itself. Yoko finally sees her cat outside, on a glitched out piece of pavement that manipulates shadows. When Yoko realizes that there is something wrong with the alignment of the shadows on the pavement, the little girl tells Yoko that she figured that glitch out yesterday. Again telling us that the kids have been in this area playing prior to the episode. They hear the boys inside playing with other exploits of the glitched out area and go inside to see what's going on. The boys inside are playing a game where they take turns free falling to the ground, yet magically stop right before impact. At this point, Yoko embraces the weirdness of the experience and begins to play with the glitches along with the children. One of the boys yells, "Hey, who told her?" To which all the other boys deny letting Yoko in on their secret playground. Yoko then says, "So this house is haunted." There is a floating feather from a dove spinning in midair. Once Yoko blows the feather away, she begins to fall in what appears to be a kind of bullet time manipulation. The sky turns bright white, and one of the other kids asks if this ever happened before, giving credence to the Japanese folk song metaphor Morimoto referenced that the main character is somehow special. While Yoko and the kids continue to play with the physics of the room, the extermination crew gets closer to the affected area. Yoko's cat runs away again, probably spooked by the approaching exterminator truck that crashes through the wall outside. While in awe of the endless black void, The exterminators shine a light on Yoko and tell her that she doesn't belong there. Outside, an agent has taken control of the scene. The local residents are instructed to move along and that there is nothing to see there. The agent orders the exterminators to clear out all the children, examine Yoko, and then let them go. The agent instructs the crew to seal the area off, and then it cuts to the trace call screen similar to the one shown in the original Matrix film. As you can see here, the date is February 2nd, 2003. This is yet another piece of evidence within the official Matrix media to debunk the very common idea that the Matrix is stuck in the year 1999. And I already shared some other timestamps like this one in the Matrix Trilogy Timeline Finally Explained video here on this channel. Beyond ends when Yoko and some of the kids return to the haunted area that she quickly noticed was turned into a parking lot. She looks over to see the kids trying to summon the Force, unable to repair a smashed bottle in the same way it would automatically reassemble itself just the day before. Realizing the glitches no longer work, the kids leave bored of failure. Yoko sees the can that was floating yesterday laying on the ground. She picks up the can and accidentally cuts her finger on the open lid. Quickly dropping the can to the ground, she watches it almost magnetically roll to the fence. Then she focuses on the drops of blood from her finger falling straight to the ground as they follow the normal rules of physics. And the story closes with the same Toriante crosswalk music from the beginning. It seems like people usually love or hate this episode. Personally, I'd say Beyond is in the top 5. I've already broken down my favorite Animatrix episode, Matriculated, in a previous video. Of course, I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who missed it. As always, if you haven't already seen it, I strongly recommend that you watch the Animatrix for yourself. If you enjoy this kind of yellow-pilled content, be sure to share it on other platforms like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, and remember, as one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.